My pig again. Wait. Ow! You crazy pigs. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? They picked to buy the gate.
Oh wow, they got super big. It's so much harder to control her when she doesn't have it on her nose.
You want me to get hers?
Yeah. Okay. Let's go, son. Watch out, Ellie. Watch out, we're gonna let the cows out. Oh. You wanna ride it? He's like, maybe. What do you think? What do you think it is?
Mom!
Oh. Like, no way.
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh!
They got a big that's right at me.
I know. Do you want to pet a cow?
They got to right at me.
Come here. Over this way. This way. Don't get behind her. She'll kick you. Move, move, move. Thank you. Come here. You want to pet Sunny? Sunny. You gotta be very careful. Okay, let's move up towards her face. We'll turn her. Move her butt over. There you go. Now pet her. Gently, slow. Yeah. There you go.
Not. You could. Ow!
Oop. Big old toad. Don't touch it. Are you gonna pick it up?
I'm going to worry.
That thing's fast. Alright, so we've got the cows out just on lead ropes. I don't know if you can see Bonnie back there. There's Sunny here. Just so they can graze for a little bit. We've got, I think, like 20 bales left, 23 bales left, something like that, of hay, and we're just kind of counting down until we can move. And so we're gonna leave them out here just so we can also get them back on grass and used to it. Something about cows where if you put them out on fresh grass and they haven't been on it, and they can bloat. So we're gonna try getting them back on grass for an hour or two a day, maybe longer, kind of build it back up. Also cut back on hay that we're using so we can take a couple bales with us. But when we get to North Dakota, we're gonna be putting out pot wire and they're gonna be out on grass all the time. So I need them to get used to it again because their field out here is pretty well grazed off. And the pigs have been tearing it up. And these guys, the pigs go to the butcher in about 2 weeks. So we're kind of just wrapping up stuff. The pigs will go to the butcher in 2 weeks, and then our meat chickens get butchered a couple days later. Landon, Brady's nephew, is heading back to Washington the day after that. And then we're still just waiting on an appraisal, and then we can pack up the rest of our stuff. So as long as everything goes well with that, we will be, I'm hoping we'll be out of here like June 15th, but we'll see. We still got some stuff to wrap up, but the pigs are getting big. Hi, you guys. They're not quite as big as I was hoping they'd be by butcher, but I think they'll still be decent sized. Aw, that was nice. Stop chewing on my boot. Yeah, pet that one. Ah. Be brave. Brave boy. Good job, Henry. Aw. Alright, well, we got rained out for a minute. This is about a week later. Oh, I got water on the lens. This is about a week later from the first part of this video. We've all been kind of cycling a cold through the house and just haven't had a lot going on. We were waiting for that appraisal to kind of do anything, and it actually got done Friday. So we're hoping to have results by the end of this week, just to figure out what we're fixing before we get to close. So anyways, pigs are moved. I'll show you guys that area, but first I was going to show you our cows real quick. The pigs stole the lead ropes off the fence line, and so now I can't find Bonnie's. So she's mad because Sunny's up in the trees eating grass and she's not. But we'll switch you out later. What? You want grass too? Are you mad? The pigs have been just destroying the pasture. It's such a mess. Big pigs! Come on, big pigs! Alright, fat pigs. These guys are getting loaded up on Sunday and heading into the butcher on Monday. So they're actually way bigger than I thought they'd be by now. So I'm kind of happy they're kind of ready to go. Huh. These guys have been actually pretty friendly though. Huh. What do you think? Yeah. But our plan, because the field's such a muddy mess, and we've got more rain in the forecast this week, our plan is to actually, they've been busting all the boards off the shed too. Anyways, our plan is to pull the trailer down here, and we're actually going to back it up on the short side of the shed and then take some of the boards off the back of the shed and run the pigs in through there. That way we're not getting the trailer stuck out here. Hi, I know. I see you. You coming to say hi? Anyways, that way we're not getting the trailer stuck out here and then having to have one of the neighbors come pull us out. So anyways, let's go see the little pigs. So you can kind of see where the pigs were at. They were on this fence line and I wanted to get them off because they're just digging up around the bottom of the fence. And so they were in this area, which you can kind of see the line of where they were at. But we got to move down into a new grassy area. So as you can see, this is their new area. This is kind of where we took the chicken tractor through, and so it's a little flatter there, but they've got plenty of grass to munch on. These guys are super friendly. These are the pigs that'll actually be going to the neighbors to finish out. They just won't be ready by the time we move, and so they're going to take them and finish them for themselves, which will be awesome. These guys are pretty friendly. I don't think they'll really give them any trouble. They're just kind of a pain in the butt to move. They don't really want to follow anyone, and they're not very food motivated, so they kind of just meander around. And then we had to funnel them with the hot wire to get them into the new section. But they're munching. Another thing I want to update on is our meat chicks. So the big pigs go to the butcher on Monday, so just a few days. And then our meat chickens will actually do on Tuesday. They've been out here. You can kind of see where they've been moving. Oops. where they've been moving with the chicken tractor. And so it's these guys. Did you guys get wet from the rain? They're just, wow. They're just super gross. They're probably not my favorite to raise. They just poop a lot. They're super messy, but they're quick growers. They're pretty easy to process. And it's nice to just have a freezer full of meat. So these guys will go Tuesday. We'll get them butchered, put them in the freezer. And then, like I said in the first part of this video, Landon heads out to Washington Wednesday. So we're kind of done with our projects for now. We're just kind of in limbo waiting. I think once we get to North Dakota, we have a lot of things planned. So I'm really excited about that. There's a big barn out there. I want to put some stalls in, and we got hot wire to do for the cows. And then I've got one batch of meat chicks we'll ship out there. And yeah, so we'll be pretty busy. There's lots of things I want to plant. I'll have to head up to the house and show you what I've been saving. I also forgot, this last fall I planted a bunch of garlic and it's looking amazing. And I'm super sad because I don't think it's going to be ready before we have to go. But it's huge. It's like at least 2.5 feet tall. And then all my strawberries down here really spread. They've all got a whole bunch of berries starting on them. The strawberries, I'm actually going to probably pull some of them and hope that they survive, but I really want to take them with me, especially since they're on their second year, and I just don't want to completely start over when we get there. But I'm going to see if I can get a bunch of fruit off of them before we leave, and then I'll probably pull a bunch out of the ground and get them potted up. But I mean, look at all those strawberries. So much fun. Alright, so we're up by the garage. These are things I've planted that I'm probably not taking with me. This is a whole bed of anemones, and so they're just starting to put out some flowers that are starting. So I'm hoping I can see those before we go. All my roses came back, and there was only two. I ended up replacing these two. And they're coming up good. And then I started some veggies in here, kind of gave up on it. But my peonies I planted, if you remember in the fall, well, kind of like early winter, it's gonna rain again, shoot. I planted all these peonies out here and they all came up pretty good. I think there's only 2 that didn't come up. So those are things it's really gonna start raining. God. Anyways, the peonies are coming out. So I'm gonna dig up those. They're gonna come with me. But they're all back here. Alright, we're gonna run to the house. It's just that time of year where it just thunderstorms off and on throughout the day. So anyways, this is my hoard of plants that I'm starting. This isn't all of them. I'm definitely pulling some irises out of the ground and all the peonies up there, and then the strawberries and some of the asparagus and stuff. But this is kind of what I've started with. I've got this fig here. I have no hope that it's going to survive, but the house we're buying has big sunrooms, and so I'm hoping that it will survive the winter if I bring it in there. Otherwise, just a bunch of stuff. I've got pulled up. My roses are trying to bloom over there. Anyways, there's a lot of blackberries and raspberries, but they're meant to be containers or in containers, and so those I'm going to try to overwinter in the sunroom too. But all my dahlias I've been holding off on planting because I want to take them with me, because the tubers are like 10 to 20 bucks a piece, and I think I have 100 and something of them. And so what I ended up doing was actually planting them into these black and yellow totes. And so my goal, they're all doing really well. This isn't all of them. The other ones are kind of over here in these pots. And a lot of these haven't even popped up yet. But what I'm going to end up doing is, if you clip these above like a leaf node, it'll actually make them branch out. And I know they're going to be too tall for the container with the lids on. And so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up cutting them off at a leaf node, and that'll cause them to branch, but it also allow me to put a lid on them. If it's really hot while we're traveling, I'll just keep the lid off, but that's kind of just my system for right now. And then when we get there, I'm gonna rototill up a big spot and get these planted, and hope that I can get some decent tubers off of them this year so that I can store them and start again next year for flowers. But I even have wisteria out here, hoping I can get it to stay alive there. We're moving from a 5B, 6A-ish growing zone to 4A, which is cold. It's colder than where it was at in Montana. So it's gonna be a new challenge, trying to keep things alive. And I know I'm pushing it, bringing some of these plants, especially that fig, bringing some of them with me, hoping that I can get them to survive. But anyways, it's taking up my corner of my porch out here, and I've got lots more to do. So that's our update. Our next video will probably be us loading pigs and hauling them off to the butcher, and then doing our chickens. So and then after that we'll be moving, hopefully. All right, have a good night.